Okay, so we just got our 3-bike bike rack from a Walmart mail order, and I believe this is about $40 or something. Super cheap bike rack, and it's for sedans and cars. And I was going to do some unboxing to see what's inside of it and test it out to see how well it works. Okay, so let's here's the box, and I guess there's some tape on it. So we got our handy dandy scissors here. We will try opening this guy up and see what's inside of here. Okay, so it looks like this is it. There's nothing else in the box. So it is a single unit here. Okay. And it looks like there's some kind of instructions up here. And looks like it hooks onto the back of the vehicle. So we'll try to read the instructions maybe and try to hook it up and see how this works. Okay, so it looks like there's a bunch of zip ties here, so let's try cutting these off. And I guess we'll fold this thing. Okay, so looks like it goes something like that. These things probably go back against the back of the car, and there's supposed to be some pins to lock it in place, so let me take a look at that. Okay, so there's some kind of swingy arm thing here. Let's take a look. So this thing goes through that leg, and it's got kind of a pin that sticks out, and it looks like it's got to go into this hole here, so we're going to have to bend the whole frame, bend the arm frame. So the hole is right here, and this arm thing is down here. Looks like it's got to come through here. It does say be careful not to pinch your fingers, because, oh gosh. See that okay? This thing seems like a dangerous thing. Have your fingers around. Okay, so let's take a look at your. So we took this arm thing and we had to bend it and stick it in that side. There's another side over here we haven't done yet. Let's see if I can see. This arm has got to be pulled over and deformed quite a bit to go into that hole. Watch it from this angle. Okay, there's that hole. Grab this arm thing. It's not quite lining up. Oh, God. That seems okay. So now we got these two springy arms in place, and I think it's probably ready to go onto the car. So we'll see if we can mount it onto the car. Okay, so here's the back end of our car. Here's our bike rack thing, and this is the car that we'd like to mount it on. And it looks like it's got to have about 6 different places for the straps to hold on to. There's got to be 2 up here on the top, 2 on the sides to stabilize it, probably preferably not hooking behind the plastic, because plastic's not very strong, it could break. And 2 on the bottom, if I can find a place to hook it down there. So we'll see if it's possible to hook this thing up to that and get bikes mounted onto it. Okay, so here I'm going to start out, I guess, with the top ones, because I feel like they're the ones who got to go first. And these are metal things, so I'm not sure if you want to try to stick something under them just in case they scratch the paint or whatever. I mean, they're coated, but so these straps are kind of long, and I got the thing hanging down, I'm going to go down here, and there's like some kind of belt ratchet thing here that you can pull through. I'm going to try to shorten these up and get this situated so it's hanging there, and then see if I can do the side ones after that. Okay, so the way these strap things work is it's got this kind of buckle thing. I got one of them tightened up. I'll try to tighten the other one up, and looks like it's hanging there now. Zoom back out, and so I have these things kind of hooked over the edge of the trunk. I think they're not going to do too much damage like that, hopefully. And we'll try to see if we can find a place for the side ones. I'm thinking maybe high up here above the plastic, because plastic is not very strong and it could be easily damaged. So let's try that. I have to open the trunk back up and shut it down to try to fit this thing on it. Okay, I guess these things are thin enough that they will kind of fit in there, and looks like you can tighten it up and hold it in place there without having to open up the trunk, because it's kind of difficult to get the trunk open once this whole apparatus is in place. Basically the trunk becomes unusable. Okay, I was able to hook this other guy in here too, and then there's two more straps that want to hold it down on the bottom in case you go over bumps probably, so the whole thing doesn't unhook and fly off and drop all your bikes on the ground. So let me see if there's a way I can do that. Okay, here we are down on the ground, and here's one of our hooks. And the only thing I can see is this plastic bumper thing to hook this stuff onto. I don't really see anything else. This is a Volkswagen Passat, and it's probably strong enough. I mean, I'm pulling on it pretty hard, and it will probably hold the bike wrap from bouncing off, but I'm not too thrilled about that. But it might be workable if you don't travel too far and don't go over some big bumps. Okay, so let's try tightening her up, and then we'll stick a bike on it and see how it behaves. Okay, again, it's got one of these strap tighteners. You can kind of tighten it down, get it tight. So we have these things hooked under the car on both sides. So we have a total of 6 straps. 2 on the top, 2 on the sides, and 2 on the bottom to hold it in all different directions. And they do recommend like tying these things in a knot when you're done. Make sure that they don't loosen up, and I'd make sure they're very tight. The straps are tight also. This is not tight enough. So I'm going to try to tighten it up, and we'll try sticking a bike on that and see how this thing works. Okay. Okay, here we got our truck bike here, and we'll see if we can mount it. I'm just going to try to put one bike on and see how it fits. It looks like there's some kind of strap that has to be undone first, and you probably put the frame of the bike into these things, and then I guess tighten them up, and let's see how this thing works. Okay, so I did both of these straps here all the way, so that these little half C-shaped plastic things are accessible to the bike frame. Let's come around here, we'll take a look here. So we have it sitting in there. I guess we can take these straps and thread it back through like they were. I think it goes through behind and then out the back. Okay, I'll do that to both of them, get it all situated. Okay, so there we go. We have our bike on the bike rack. We got the straps in here, and they do recommend maybe using some of these other straps to tie the wheels down so they don't rotate. And I guess I might feel comfortable using this if I don't have to travel very far. But I think it's functional and should get the job done. So anyway, this is how it would look when it's all set up and finished. This is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.